right. I think we're live again. You are live. It said that. All right. We're not in the truth coop anymore. We're in the small garage, let's say. Right. Earlier we had Skinny and Bo.
Skinny and Bo.
And then Mo Biggs showed up.
Skinny, Bo, and Mo, and then
you and me.
Yeah.
Right.
We can just talk about all kinds of shit.
All right. So I can turn the camera off like this.
I'm not showing anything.
Right. Yeah, they can't see us. Yeah.
No, I'm saying they can't see me anyway.
Oh. So what were we talking about before my phone died? We're talking to Skinny, who. All right. Let me go get Skinny's. I have to go pee.
Okay.
All right. Hi, sweet kitty. Hi, sweet kitty. Thank you. Are we still live? I think so, right?
We are live.
Right. We don't have any guests.
There was one that just popped up.
Who?
We don't have our camera on. I don't know where.
Oh, let's go with Skinny's comments. Yeah.
Like the lighting, none of it. Tammy. Oh, Skinny's back. Hey, Skinny. Yeah, we got two more. He went to go get your comic book, I think. Find it. He said he's looking for Otis Stein, number 1. Morning. Is that his school?
We're on camera?
No.
Huh?
No.
No.
I didn't know.
Skinny, what? Oh, okay. Camera. All right. So Skinny, I was looking for Otis Stein number 1, and I couldn't find it, but I found Otis Stein number 2. Is that backwards? Does that look backwards? Why is that backwards? Why is that backwards? Number 2. Oh, Lord, he may find Jesus first. I might find Jesus before. Not, number 2 is better, in my humble opinion.
You might find Jesus.
I might find Jesus before I find Otis Stein number 1. Is what he was saying. Right. No, Skinny is brilliant. Here, you look at that one.
Okay.
Right. I'll open this one. I
Did
think
he write this or
he did. He wrote it.
And he drew it, or just
No, he did not draw it. He hired a Mexican to draw it. Remember, Skinny said he
my
hired.
family?
Skinny said he hired Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Mexican who drew this
Okay.
comic book.
But he wrote it.
Yes, he wrote it. All right, here. Is it? We're looking at the same thing?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Give us some truth.
That one?
You have the same one?
That, yes, yeah. All right, we're looking at the same one. Skinny, look at that. It's brilliant, bro. Sven. Look for somebody named Sven. Sven. Oh, there it is, right there. That's me. Or no, it's not me. That's Sven. But that's sort of basic. I don't have any arms. That guy. This guy. Right here. Yeah. That guy. I don't have any arms because they got ripped off in number 1, which I can't find.
Aww.
All right, I have to find Jesus first.
I like the way this page feels.
I know.
That's different.
Oh, there, and then there's my hands. All right, so that's me. Where is it? Me without hands, and then my hands. Right. Skinny, this is brilliant. All of it. Brilliant is a very nice way to say retarded. Skinny said brilliant is a nice way to say retarded.
He thinks this is retarded.
He thinks his own work is retarded. Not very nice of himself, is it?
No.
That's the one I was talking about. And all those cops are Doug Garrett and me. Oh, what cops? Right, Doug Garrett and me. These cops. Is that Doug or you? That's my shirt too. All right, so the shirt, which has evaporated, that's Doug Garrett, and that's me. Like, you remember the shirt, Skinny?
What, he designed it?
Yeah, Carlos did. Yeah, Carlos's artist did. Yeah. All right. All these cops. are, all right, these cops are you and Doug Garrett. Now, the ones who get attacked by your hands. Who gets attacked by my hands? All right, there's my hands. Right?
Yeah.
They there it is. Okay. They get attacked by my hands. This one. That's Doug Garrett. That's Skinny.
Mm-hmm.
No. Is that one it that we're talking about, Skinny? Other cops are Gomer Pyle and his gunnery sergeant from the Gomer Pyle USMC. Do you remember that show, Gomer Pyle USMC? Right. Can't remember the sergeant's name. From the Andy Griffith Show, Gomer Pyle. There's my hands. All right. So do my hands make it back onto my? That's me. Mm-hmm. And then my hands. That's me. And then my hands make it back onto my arms. Is that right? That's why he says Shazam. Oh, I hate Gomer. Oh, because in Gomer Pyle, he used to say Shazam. I don't think he said that much in the Andy Griffith Show. You remember the Andy Griffith Show?
Vaguely.
With the Andy Griffith, mm-hmm. OB and Aunt B, mm-hmm. and all these cast of crazy characters. What? That's some wholesome shit. I need to watch it. Shazam. Goober is better. I gotta agree with you, Skinny. I like Goober better than Gomer. I have to agree.
Are you gonna join him?
I'm gonna try to send him.
Did you tell him?
No, I'm telling him. What is Matt Skinny? Skinny. SKIN.
SKINNY.
Huh?
SKINNY.
What is your X at? Skinny. Send me a copy. Send me a DM, bro, so I can. I want to. Andy and Barney are also in the book in the very beginning. Andy and Barney, Andy Griffith and Barney Fife. Okay, here it is. This is Barney Fife. I'm thinking that's Andy Griffith. Here's Barney Fife. What is your Twitter at, bro? I'm gonna send you the link.
How did you get started in comics?
Matt.
I really would like to know.
All right, yeah, that's a good question.
You think he heard me?
Yeah, he did. Skinny books. But what? Which one? Matthew. Oh, all right. Go here. Do we? All right. Is Matthew two T's or one?
Yeah, 2 T's and 1 H and 1 W.
He doesn't pop up automatically, so
MATTHEW. I'm looking at it right now. Matthew D. Bailey.
Where?
Matthew D. Bailey.
D.
D. Bailey or D. Bailey?
God damn it! Send me a DM.
Bailey.
Skinny. Send me a DM.
Matthew Bailey.
Lots of deep lore. Maybe
Maybe it's Matthew Bailey. I think I would like Bailey. Matthew Bailey.
Number 2 is better, right? No, the ones that get attacked are your hands. All right, the other cop. Well, it's Doug. Matthew
Bailey.
Skinny Books got permaban because I said fag too much. All right, so it's Matthew Bailey.
Bailey.
Do I follow you on that? God damn it!
What?
I suck at this.
I've got a real bad feeling about this, Doug. Just stay focused. Kyle, you and Carter in position. Unfortunately.
Stop paying taxes.
God.
Right. There we go. Okay. And paste.
The dog.
StreamYard link and send. All right. Skinny, I think I successfully sent you a DM with the link. We can talk about Otis sign number 2 if you want to.
Talk about whatever.
I know. Look at this cover.
Brilliant.
This cover. It's
brilliant.
This cover. Look what she's doing to him. Look, right down at the bottom of the page.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, right?
Oh, that's number 2?
That's that's Mary and Otis.
I can't.
Look at this. Look at this cover. No, different covers. Look at that, bro. Just the covers. You don't have to open it up. I'll skip that one. I'll just show you these 2. These 2 covers. Are you demo scene 2? Yeah. Link. I did. I think I sent you the link. Share your referral link. Huh? How I got started is kind of gay, to be honest. A friend just asked me if I could write a story for Ashcan Comics Public. He did. Oh, wow. All right. So somebody asked him, "Can you write a story for my ashcanpublishing.com?" You pay a $5 a month subscription for Ashcan Publishing, and they put comic books that like that big, smaller than these. So Skinny wrote about Otis Stein. Otis Stein, doing just fine, trying to make a living, doing just fine. He blew himself up in his wife's. He wrote it in verse, like a poem. It was brilliant. And then somebody named Bruce Patnaw, I think, or so Skinny and how do we do that? And just
hey.
Hey.
Skinny!
All right.
How goes it?
Oh my God.
Right. So I was telling her how you got inspired to write Otis Stein.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's just, yeah, somebody just asked me, one of my friends, he was involved with that Ashcan Comics pub, and they had a slot to fill, and he just kind of asked me at the last minute. So I was like, not even their plan B. I was like, they're plan Z.
Plan Z.
But no, he asked if I'd be interested just because he knew I liked horror movies and stuff, and it was like a horror issue that they were doing.
Right, and you wrote it in
I was
verse.
like, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Like a poem. It was a poem.
Yeah, I did it as like a lyrical poem to the tune of what is that?
So you didn't know that you were like even good at this?
No, I still don't think I am.
Oh.
No, I mean it's just
You are.
it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like
Yeah.
the best way I can describe it is I know I'm not a Charles Dickens.
You know you're not what?
Charles Dickens or another famous writer, you know?
Oh,
I'm
right.
just
And
a
no
guy
one's
who makes stupid books. I'm good at it.
Yeah, you're good at
right. But nobody expects you to be Charles Dickens. They expect you to be skinny.
exactly.
Which is even better.
So this is Bruce Patnell drawing
Yeah,
your
Patton,
character
yeah.
with the dead cat. All right.
Yeah, him and I originally collaborated on the idea of Otis. Because we were kind of assigned to do a Frankenstein. Because like for the Ashcan Comics book, it was supposed to be a collection of stories based on the old school monsters like
gargoyles,
the werewolf, Dracula, and we were assigned Frankenstein.
Right. So it's the Wolfman, the Dracula. You're in the back. The creature. Right. So you're back here. Raven, gargoyles, Frankenstein. That's it right here. That's it. So that the Ballad of Otis Stein. That's it right there, right?
Yeah.
In ashcanpublishing.com.
Which who is that who did the Ashcan Comics post? Is it like Nate Lindley or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
I haven't spoken to this guy in years. That's why I don't remember his name. Nothing bad, no bad blood or anything though.
Right.
Man, that was so cool though when that happened.
Read that. Just the first thing.
Just to myself?
Yeah. No, out loud. So Skinny can hear.
Have you heard the tale of Otis Stein? He wrote this?
Yes, he wrote this.
A hardworking man who is doing just fine. Doing just fine and working to the bone. Ain't no price too high for this family and home. He was working one night, tending to his still, when an explosion tore him from head to heel. It was a grotesque sight. You know it's true. His wife grabbed his part and she grabbed his shoes. Mary prayed to the old ones she knew would help. Save my husband before we're sentenced to hell. I can't work this farm. I can't let him go. So please mend his muscle and mend his bones. The sky grew dark. It started to rain blood. The earth did quake and swallow the flood. An answer was given in a thunderous blast. You got to sew him back together and make it fast.
Right. All right. So
I'm not done. Grabbing some twine, she started to thread, holding back vomit while attaching his head. This ain't easy as mending a dress, but if this is what it takes, I got to do my best. Hours were spent on the backwoods surgery. Sweat dripped from her brow as she worked the knee. She started to hum as she finished the toes. Please, oh ones, let this cure my woes.
It's good. It's brilliant, Skinny. That's good.
You want to keep going?
No.
Thank you.
No. So that grew. So somebody asked you just to write a story.
Yeah.
And it grew.
Yeah. Because I did that. Yeah, I did that short story, and it was when Doug was doing Lone Wolf. He was like, Skinny, you need to do like a book about your character. That would be really cool. And I kept telling him that was stupid.
Oh.
And then eventually I actually listened to him and I did it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like,
and you're,
thank God you did.
And you're still doing it.
Right? Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm late on my third book because life happens.
Right.
But But yeah, all the art for the third book is done. I just haven't lettered it yet. And
What's your artist
I've
name?
even gotten the fourth book is all the art for the fourth issue is already done too.
Wow. So Carlos is ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're getting ready to launch a new book. That we're gonna put this one like straight to Amazon. But it's going to be like, instead of a comic, it's going to be like a collection of like political cartoons, like one-page gags, but it's all going to be themed around Bigfoot, and it's going to be called Hard Times, Big Feet.
X. Yeah,
I think you've seen it on X.
Yeah, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, so I'm getting my stuff out there little by little, but
little by little, bit by bit.
But yeah, I'm getting somewhere with it.
Right.
And Carlos is working on a video game too.
And you're employing a Mexican, which I think is admirable.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just the best person for the job, man.
He's good. I love his style.
I do too. Which is funny because like when I originally hired him to do my comic book at first, like I had a lot of people who were like, they did not like his art style at all. And I'm like, you guys don't understand what I'm trying to make. Like, I guess they thought I was trying to make like another Batman or another like Marvel property. And I'm like, guys, I'm not even interested in doing anything close to that. Like, I'm trying to do something that's like an indie horror film where, yeah, it looks like shit and the effects don't look that great, but it looks raw.
There's a certain type of energy that Carlos's art brings to your story.
Yeah, and it's also really unique. So anytime
when Bruce drew Otis Stein, he softened the character. Look how cute he looks. And it looks like he's carrying a teddy bear, but it's a dead cat, right?
Yeah.
But it's all soft. But so that's Bruce's sort of style.
And that was the original one.
Style. There's just an energy, a manic sort of weird energy that matches Otis Stein, perfectly. Yeah,
I think Carlos's art is really good at it because it's not a regular story. So having irregular art really adds to that as well. So it doesn't. The benefit is it's like anytime you see art from my comic book, you know exactly where it came from, you know exactly who did it. And as opposed to other books, you could put a couple of other, not throwing shade on anybody, but a lot of artists these days try to mimic the same like handful of other artists like Jim Lee and stuff like that. So you just end up getting a lot of books that, even though they're done by different people, they all look really similar, and it's really hard to just pick one out from another.
They all have the same sort of poses in their frames.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they don't have talent or skill, but there is an oversaturation of certain styles, I would say, in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And your art style is really your biggest fingerprint in the comic. Because everybody's going to see that. They're going to see that way before they even get to read what's in it.
The way it looks is more impactful than the writing. I'm not taking away from your writing, but the way it looks is the first thing you see. Did you color number one?
Number one currently isn't in color, but we have remastered number one where we added 4 additional pages and we splashed in some color for like blood and stuff.
Right. It's like a fever dream I had once. It was all in black and white except for the blood, which was red. Yeah.
Otis is kind of like a weird fucked up Wizard of Oz because the way I have it set up in the comic is it's in black and white, but I'd say certain fluids are going to be in color, like blood or water or ketchup and mustard. Like there's a page in there where the only thing colored is the cheese and the ketchup and mustard bottles.
And the beer.
Or the beer is in color.
The beer is in color.
I like to use
Wait,
the
what's
color to accent things.
What's that? That lady.
That's Mary, I think. Let me see what page you're looking at.
This one. The lady.
Yeah, that's probably Mary.
I like that one.
Yeah, I forget. That's from that. You're familiar with this, or you should be, the drawn and quartered fan edition or ultimate edition.
On Mike's channel?
No, not Mike's. The fan one, the one that I think Chester does.
All right.
Oh, okay. This is just like, okay. I thought it was part of the comic.
These are fans.
But,
it says her name under here. Like Mr. Miracle drew one.
Yeah. And that's from my parents when I would go on that drawn and quartered fan edition. So that I would have all those different artists drawing their own little interpretations of Otis.
Right. So he was on a show called Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, where artists would draw somebody's character. And on that particular episode, they drew Otis Stein, which is Skinny's character. So this was one of the.
Yeah, I think all the ones in the back that you flip through are from that.
Right. This is one of the pictures that somebody drew on that show, like a live show.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a show where they have like 10 artists and they have like an hour to draw something.
Yeah.
My favorite one is that Mary with the bunny there. I even got that one printed on stickers and I got it on my bone here.
That one?
Yeah.
Let me see yours. Let me make you big. How do I do that? Don't remove. How do I?
Make me big. That's what she said.
I know, right? But I don't know how.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mute mic. Solo lamp. There you go. Oh, that's a bong. Is that a bong?
Yeah, that's my bong.
Look at that.
Aww.
Bro.
They got my sticker on there.
So. He's got his character on his bong.
That's so cool.
I know. How cool is that?
You caught me on like the one day I'm not wearing one of my Otis shirts too.
I'm wearing your Otis shirt, bro, but it's all faded.
Could you wait? Hold on.
I do have new merch. I have a sticker mule store now too. Oh, so I've actually I've gotten Carlos to do some new designs specifically for t-shirts. I've got some Christmas designs too, where I'm going to try to cover all the holidays.
Skinny, how do I make you a moderator so you can share your link?
I think I don't know if you can do that on a phone, but you have to look at the chat.
I'm on a laptop.
But you have to look at the YouTube chat. I think there's like 3 dots next to.
Oh, I have to go to YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Do it from there.
Yeah, you can't do that from StreamYard. So right. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't used StreamYard in a while.
Live. Click there. Mute. Go to Skinny. Skinny Books. Channel activity. Go to channel. Pin message report. Remove. Pin user timeout. Add as a moderator. Managing or standard. There. I think you're a mod now, Skinny.
Oh, okay.
You can put your links in my chat. Do you have a wrench?
Yeah. I think I can do that here. Oh no. I'd have to do that here.
I guess Bo went
That's a homage to, Bo must have gone to bed. Remember Bo from earlier?
Yeah, the Marxist.
Yeah, he's my nephew. I don't make you big anymore.
He'll grow out of it.
Yeah, he's
Hey, I think we made a believer
banned
out
from
of
the
him.
kick from studio edit name.
I
How
think
do I
we did.
How do I go back? There we go.
I mean, a lot of those ideas are very good natured, though. They're just, it's just the world doesn't operate to allow those kinds of things.
It's a touchy subject for people.
So the truth coop. There was a chicken coop. Which way is it?
That way.
That way, up towards the barn. Up that way. The truth coop, where we just put on the phone and talk about stuff. Truth stuff.
Well, shit people don't want to talk about.
Except for you and Bo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll post that in the chat too. But yeah, on that, I got that sticker mule store for newer designs. Like one of my favorite ones that I got was I got Carlos to draw Otis as the Ancient Aliens guy. That I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens with his hair up.
Yeah.
But it actually says in Spanish. I'm not saying it's aliens. It's aliens.
Aliens.
Which I thought was pretty damn funny.
Papadopoulos, what's his name? He's Greek.
What's that?
Papadopoulos, or somebody. He's Greek. That guy with the hair that talks about aliens.
Oh yeah,
he's Greek.
Yeah, he's one of those greasy races, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Greek people are pretty greasy. Is that racist? Can I talk racist? They're white too, right?
It is racist.
It's allowed though. They're not brown.
I'm not going to discourage it. Skinny Tank Ferret is happy to see you. Look, it's got an exclamation.
Oh, hey, yeah. Tank Ferret's awesome, man. I ain't talked to that guy in forever.
Tour 7 is also he's happy to see you.
He drew a piece of art that I used for a profile pic for the longest of times.
Tank did?
Yeah, where I had a little squirrel on my shoulder because at the time I had rescued a squirrel.
Tank can draw?
Yeah, does Tank do comics?
Yeah, he's supposed to. As far as I know, he's been had something in the oven. I don't know if he wants to talk about it, or maybe I'm misremembering stuff. I do a lot of drugs. I'm not to be trusted.
That is hilarious.
Everything I say comes with a little asterisk at the end. I think we all do though, because like even our memories can like be fucked up because your memories are more like dreams. Like,
yeah, they're not very reliable.
Your memory isn't like an exact snapshot. We'd like to think it is, but it's more like trying to remember what you dreamed the night before.
You remember it, yeah.
Or we're in a dream now.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, he says he's working on a book, 72 pages of pencils done.
Shut up, Tank. What a beast. 72 pages of pencils of a comic book.
See, I told you he had something in the oven.
I want to see the 72 pages.
I want to see him too. He's been working on his project for a while.
Tank Ferret.
I know he's put a lot of work into like a lot of world building and stuff in his comics. See, I'm too lazy for that shit.
Tank, you are now a moderator, Tank. So feel free to spam your link in my chat. And let's see those 72 pages, Tank.
Please.
My writing consists of I just get really high and I'm like, man, it'd be really cool if this happened.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Otis Stein fucked up a dino or something. Yeah.
Man, I got a story that I really want to do, but I haven't been able to find anybody who's willing to do it yet. But I mean, not that willing to do it for free because, you know, I'm already paying Carlos and stuff. But I've been wanting to get. I got an idea where I want to send Otis to Oz, where like he's out like on a shrimping boat during a hurricane, and he gets like sucked up into the land of Oz. And the Munchkins want to use him to like overthrow the wizard because they're sick of everybody else's shit. And yeah.
Hey, I got a cousin that is a badass artist, actually.
Yeah.
I think she could do that shit.
Where is it?
But she draws some like pretty out there kind of shit. So
She's a great artist.
But I mean, amazing.
But she can't do sequentials.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody can do sequentials. They just have to be given proper direction, I find.
Right.
Tank said 7 and 9 is going to be seeing some of it first, as I have asked him to guest star.
Tank did.
7 and 9
did
are
do
so
the
cool.
Click his
As the corpo.
comment. Click his comment.
Tank? Okay, this one?
Yeah, Tank Fair.
Yeah. Okay, 7 and 9 is
You
going
said
to be...
that a few weeks ago, Tank, that you were going to...
But did 7 do the backflip? Yes, he did.
I did do the backflip, Tank.
And it was so good.
And I feel that I got ill part
You got what?
and not being on that much to a degree. Life has sucked for a lot of us for the past couple of years, man.
Tank, do you want to come in? Do you want me to send you the link? 7-9 is going to be seeing some of it first because I asked him to. But all right. So Tank said, "Hey 7, I'm thinking of a thing, and I want you to do like this emotion, that emotion, this emotion, that emotion. Like smugness, you can be smug, and then be like angry, and then be like self-righteous." And I said, "Okay, just send me like sketches of how you want my head, what
Angle."
Right. He said, "I'll do it in 2 weeks." That was 5 weeks ago.
Okay. You still got 2 more weeks though.
No, he said he'd do it in 2 weeks. That was 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you still get like a grace period.
Yeah.
I'd love to join for a few, he said.
All right. Oh, I gotta find Take Ferret.
Let's see.
The Twitters. I'm pretty sure I
So 7 and 9. You're pretty popular.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean?
F-E.
I love that for you.
Take Ferret. There he is.
I forgot that Carlos actually recently did some new art with Otis and Spin.
Paste. StreamYard. Yep. Send. All right, Tank. I sent you the link. Tank. What? Carlos did artwork for what?
He did a new thing of Otis and Spin where he was copying some meme he saw going around. But I sent it to you on X.
In DMs?
Yes.
I bet I saw it.
Trying to think if he did another one too. But he's been doing a lot of the big.
Oh, he's ill. Oh, Tank got sick. I'm sorry, Tank.
Like ill, just like
He got
flu
ill. He
or
was
something?
Illin.
Well, what kind
You'd
of
be
ill?
illin'.
You don't have to tell me. I'm just wondering.
All right, give me a minute. Tank said, "Give me a minute, would you?" And I'll be on.
I hope Tank is okay. I hope he's not still ill.
I've never met Tank.
We about to.
I've been on stream with Skinny for quite a bit. We drew together.
Really?
Yeah, Drawn and Tortured. Was that the name of the show? Skinny, way back in the day.
Yeah.
Drawn and Tortured with
Yeah. We used to have our
GOP
own.
Gamer. That guy.
Yeah, he's still around. I still see him from time to time.
Yeah.
I want to write a comic.
You do.
I think I can write one. I can't draw one, but I could probably write one.
What would it be about?
Ooh,
Huh?
the system.
What would your comic be about?
It would be about the system.
The system? What system?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like an operating system?
No, like the system that runs us all, and how we
Oh, the
and how
tiny
we-
hat people?
how we can come together and defeat it. That's what my comic would be about. But I would need someone to draw it.
The oligarchy, the deep state.
Yeah.
Well, more than that, like the Freemason type shit. The secret society nobody talks about. Nobody knows about, but it's the
like the Skull and Bones one that Al Gore and George W. Bush were in.
Yeah.
Or was it Al Gore?
Do you know there's a Masonic temple in like every city?
Yeah.
And it's like a secret society and nobody knows what they do.
Well,
but apparently they do good.
There's different levels to it.
There's different levels, and then you got to get
I got family who are Masons, and for the most part, like the low level stuff, they just sit around and talk about Jesus for like an hour every week.
Wait, who does?
I got some family who are Masons, and like the low level stuff, at least in the small towns, it's just people, they get together and talk about Jesus for an hour.
Oh, well, that's what, yeah. Well, yeah. And they may, but you know, like when you get on up there, like.
But yeah, the higher up stuff, definitely questionable.
Well, it's demonic and it's evil. And then they have all their minions, which are the lower levels and the police officers and all that to reinforce this dumbass shit. Oh,
yeah.
I can't. They just, ooh. But nobody knows about them. They're a secret society, but they do good.
Praetor 7 wants to know who you are and if you have met J Dollar.
I've not met J Dollar.
Do you know who J Dollar is?
It sounds familiar.
I talked about him.
We talk about him, yeah.
Right. So when I did that flip into the truck,
yeah,
he did it, and then he sent me that video of the
in the Jeep.
Yes.
He has a Jeep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I've not met him though.
There's the answer to your question. Who is this woman? She is my niece. And has she met J Dollar yet? No. The answer is no. Praetor 7.
Do you know him?
No. Oh, I know of Praetor 7. I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
I know of him.
Praetor 7.
You know. Only because he has 7 in his name. That's why I remembered.
Oh, okay, okay. He's cool. Hello, Praetor 7. No, but that's what we need to be talking about, the secret society.
Yeah.
No, for real. Because what the fuck are they doing?
And the secret agencies and
it's the America, land of the Freemasons. Don't get it twisted.
The United States of APAC.
Yeah, she needs to do a stream with Jay about the Masons. Does he talk about them?
J Dollar talks about everything. He's all over the place, this guy.
Me too.
Skinny, are you making a profit off of Otis Stein? Are you making money?
I will do a stream with Jay.
Is this a serious question?
Yeah. Are you breaking even?
No.
Are you still selling plasma?
Well, I'm not selling plasma anymore. I got a better job, but am I breaking even? Hell no.
It's costing you money to create Otis Stein and put it out into the world for goofballs like me to read it.
Yeah, well, it's my hobby, man. It's like somebody who buys a car and they want to put money into it and invest more parts into it and take it out drag racing every weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
I like getting high and paying for art.
It looks like you're having fun doing it. It's a fun story. It's a fun style. The artwork.
I mean,
it's just a hoot.
Well, and the fact that you're different, Skinny, the fact that you're literally, you recognize that there is like a trend going on and you want to break out of that, I would keep rolling with that. I dig it. I think a lot of other people would too.
But the biggest thing is like, at least for me, like the best creators create just to create. We got to get it out of our system. It doesn't matter if it costs us money, if it means, you know, our life's a little bit shittier. There's a difference between people who do that, and then there's the other people who they want to break out big. They want to get a Netflix TV show or whatever. They want to make it rich. Those
Right.
are two entirely different objectives too, and they may take the same path at certain points, but I always put myself in. I like doing art for the art. If I can make money off of it, that'd be awesome. But that's not really the goal.
You're doing it because you like it. You like Otis Stein. You like Mary Stein. Like the
Well, I like
character.
entertaining people. Like with all the bullshit going on in the world, I want to be able to at least give people the option to not stress about being run by pedo ring for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah. Tank Ferret
like
says
making
he's
people
having
laugh,
trouble
too.
accessing his X account. He will be unable to join us. I did send him a DM.
Passion for storytelling counts for a lot.
Passion for storytelling. Tank, what is the name of the comic book you're writing? What is the name? Tank, type it in.
Is that the only way you can access him is through X?
Yeah, Tank Ferret. Yes.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, we follow each other on X. I
So
sent
that's
him
only,
a
like,
direct
link or
message.
something.
I sent him a direct message in DMs to come on the link like Skinny did on the like, and he said I can't access his.
So he can't come on the live.
Right, he failed.
I'm not ready for primetime comics.
What? Kind of like the not ready for primetime comics are often better than the pro level stuff as far as quality of story. Right?
I can agree with that too. Like I find like a lot of the indie comics are a lot better than. I don't like Marvel or DC anymore.
This is unrestrained. Skinny, you are off the leash, bro. You are just balls to the wall, telling a body story with a great premise and a great artist. And you don't care who the fuck you upset. You don't care. You're telling your story about Otis Stein. And it started as, oh, hey, could you write a story for our Ashcan pub? And then all of a sudden it turned into this and Sticker Mule.
Yeah. Like I didn't even originally ever want to be. I did want to be a writer at one point in my life, but I was actually geared more into music. Learning to play guitar and joining bands and stuff like that. And the writing thing really, I got more into that because I was asked to do it. But what on top of that at the time, I got eczema on my hands, and like playing guitar, my hand would like come out, have outbreaks and swell up to the like size of hot dogs. Man, it's painful.
Bro. Really that big?
So I had to quit every band I was in because I couldn't be reliable. And I even told them, I was like, I'd love to be here, but I cannot guarantee that I will be able to play on this night.
Wait, why did that happen? Why did your hands do that?
I don't know. I just got eczema.
Oh,
they say sometimes you just get it. It's just a skin condition. I don't know why I would get it. But it's really like a lot of stress. I've been able to manage it since then, so I can play guitar now. But for a long period, I just pretty much just quit music entirely because I couldn't even play guitar because my hands were all fucked up.
Damn.
So the writing kind of filled that void as an outlet, a creative outlet.
Too. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what causes it. It could be stress, but I haven't
issues.
I haven't had outbreaks in a long time, so
stress breaks them out.
Damn.
Never had eczema. I've never suffered from eczema. I don't know.
It sucks. I mean, I'm lucky. I just get it on my fingers. I guess that's unlucky. But it's where your skin just kind of breaks out into a rash. It gets really itchy and it'll swell up sometimes. But for the most part, like my hands look completely normal. It's like how somebody would break out in hives or something like that to that degree.
Damn.
Oh. Yeah, stress is the worst thing. Stress does cause a lot of problems. I think people deal with stress way more than they
Skinny,
should.
with Otis Stein, do you hope for the rest of your life you're going to write stories about Otis and Mary Stein?
Maybe.
You break even.
I mean, I don't know. I might get tired of it after a while.
Huh?
I may get tired of it after a while. Like I always see myself creating stuff, but I can't guarantee like I'm always going to be writing like more Otis stories because like I think The Simpsons should be drug out back and shot. I think that
Right,
series is
it
like
went on too
really
long.
overstayed its welcome, and I would hate to be like
It was funny
60
when it was
years
on the
old
Tracy
and
Ullman
still.
show, when The Simpsons was on the Tracy Ullman show, but then it got its own show, and then it went on for how many years? 20 years? 29 years?
Jesus, it's too long. The Simpsons needs to
Right.
end.
But
But there's such thing as too much of a good thing.
so when
So
does Otis Stein? Do you have a story in your head when you're gonna like sort of wrap it up?
no,
You're just
I'm just gonna.
freestyling.
I have a lot of things in mind, but in regards to an ending, no, I don't have an ending in mind currently.
Right.
I do have a lot of story elements involved that I'm
Tank said,
thinking
"My
about.
first book is Apex Predator. Prototype, with Cyberdroid, has to survive in the Panamanian jungle after a field test goes horribly wrong after an encounter with Soviet commandos in the year 2064. As far as my illness, I know what's wrong, but I'm recovering slowly. All right. All right. Apex Predator. A prototype cyber droid. Skinny, what is the cyber droid? What is the cyber droid? If you were to guess. Cyber droid.
I would assume it's just like a different way of saying like a robot because like both of them are like digital kind of things because you got cyber and then you got droid. It's not like I don't think it would be an android where it's half human, half robot. I think
Right. It's right.
cyber droid is more.
No part of it. It's two words, cyber droid, and neither of those words are human.
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask about that.
Has to survive in a Panamanian jungle. Could you build a robot that could survive in the Panamanian jungle?
Cyber droid, an android with organic components.
There's no.
I thought androids had organic components.
Which part is organic? Cyber is not organic. The droid is not organic.
Yeah, neither one of those words implies organic.
See what I'm saying? See what we're saying?
But an android is a person like organic and artificial component.
It's specifically a piece of machinery that's made to look like a human. An android.
What about like
everything else is
droid?
just a robot?
It's like half man, half like Anheuser-Busch.
Half man, half Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, can man.
Bush.
I knew you were drinking Bush. I saw the yellow, and I was like, "Huh, what is that?"
Bush beer.
I was also thinking it could be like a Mike's too, but you said you had like a case of 18s. I was like, I don't think they sell Mike's in 18s.
Those 18 are gone. This is the last one, right?
of the 9.
The last one.
He said that was rookie numbers.
Yeah, rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers. No, it's good to kick back and enjoy your vices, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really drink all that much. I'd rather smoke my weed.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have no weed.
Your bong is epic, bro.
Yeah, this is actually like a dab rig, too.
Look at that.
This is like an electric dab rig. So, it's not even like a regular bong. I put those... See, this is my weed store bag.
It's legal there where you are.
Yeah, it's 100% recreational.
It's totally illegal where I am, so we haven't done any of it this evening.
So yeah, I got like gram packs of.
Look at that. Look at
that. Dabs.
Is it good? How good is it? Is it like?
And then my wife has.
Does it make Tennesseans like really stoned?
Probably.
All right,
The really
Cyborg
fucked up
is a
part
robot.
is like marijuana. It has a huge part in our nation's history. It was our largest cash crop.
I think always. I think you're right.
And I'm not talking about just for smoking. We were using it to make like ropes and all kinds
and
of
rope and paper and all that. Yeah, it's a very handy plant. But the Hearst guys that were in charge of the newspapers made it illegal because they wanted to grow trees to cut down to make paper for their newspapers.
Well, it was also the guy who invented nylon. He couldn't sell his product to anybody because hemp was a cheaper and better product too.
Right.
So, they went around and said that, only evil black N-words smoke marijuana. Like, it's incredibly racist the way that they did the prohibition for it.
All right. So Tank Ferret said a cyborg is a robot with a human brain. There are degrees of robotics. And an android is a robot that looks human. So a cyborg has a human brain, but an android just looks human.
I thought that was like a Blade Runner.
So if a cyborg has just a human brain, he doesn't have to look like, or it doesn't have to look like a human, but it can have a human brain. But
I'm sorry, Tank, but we're here to tell you.
Human-looking body, but not necessarily a brain. Is that right, Tank? Do I get that right?
We're just going to sit here and tell this man how wrong he is about his own work.
And android. I made it up. That's what Tank said. Oid, bio. Put bio in there somewhere, Tank.
Yeah, replicants. That's the word that I was thinking of. I don't know why I thought they were called Blade Runners.
From Blade Runner, yeah.
See, now, why don't you do like Andborg or Android? I feel like the "and" would be better.
Biosynth, like
organic.
It's biological, but it's synthetic. A biosynth.
Or an org droid, like organic.
You know what? Here. What am I doing?
No.
Nope. Nope. I just want to get back. We're on the side. Maybe that one. No, I don't like that. That one. No. Yes. Oh, there's nothing in. Oh, all right. That one we'll have to do. I'm just pushing buttons.
Let the man choose his own terms. No, we can't. You think we live in a free society? You think he has rights?
No, you cannot choose your own terms. There has to be an agreed on term.
Fuck out of here. Johnson & Johnson said the man can't say it, and that's just the way it is, man.
There is an in-word. Oh. There is an in-world legal reason for naming. There's so he can't say it for.
And I'm sorry, Tank. I'm I'm just poking fun. I'm
There
don't
is
take
an
anything I say to heart
N-word.
here.
I want to say this word. There is an N-word.
I've seen his art, man, and it's impressive.
Who Tanks? Tank is a good artist.
Definitely.
Do you think he could capture all of this?
Dude, he would even capture all of that too.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
If I
100%.
think he could?
I mean, and
I'm not gonna.
I'm just going by like art that I've seen him do
Tank
years ago. So he's got it. There,
I do.
nobody gets. The only people who get worse as they go are Egyptians.
I've seen Tank online for, let's say, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and he's not a dickhead. Let's say, and then all of a sudden he DM'd me and said, "Hey, Seven, I have an idea for a comic book, and I want to draw you in it if you can." I can't remember the DMs, but can you like express on your face like satisfaction or contempt for a bunch of people that are working under you? I said, "Yeah. Send me how do you want my face angled? Do you want it profile? Do you want it a full-on portrait, or down like this?" He said, "Give me 2 weeks," and that was 5 weeks ago.
So you don't know what
it takes time. Yeah,
You're waiting on the profile.
I'm waiting on Tank's next move.
Okay.
He asked me. I said yes. I said, "Send me how you want me to like pose," and he hasn't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm more than happy to, Tank. More than happy to. Seven likes to read Huckleberry Finn out loud in public. Do you know why I like to do that? Because it has that N word. A lot. It says a lot in Huckleberry Finn. Teacher got fired for that just the other day. Just one thing. I want to do you justice, Seven. I really do mean it when I credit it as SEP 7 of 9 as the corpo. Set the corporation and
I never even considered like crediting you as Finn in the comic book. That's a nice idea.
So Sven, you just, I guess, like my face, skinny, and then had a character, and I'll call him Sven and draw Seven of Nine's face, or have Carlos do it. Just as a
well, when I came up with the character, I had you in mind originally because you were always really cool and stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, I just had decided, and I sent Carlos some pictures, and I was like, it doesn't have to be exactly, just get it close, It's good enough for me.
I think if I show the pictures of Sven that Carlos drew to my family, they would say, "Hey, that looks like you."
They may or may not, though. It depends. It's a really subjective medium.
Yeah, she did.
You want the stairs?
Mm-hmm. No, not that one.
But that's part of the reason why I've always been scared. Like when I did crowdfunds, I never did a tier where I was like, get your face in the book or whatever, because I was always worried like I wouldn't do somebody justice. And having like an actual transaction, like a point where somebody gave me money to make that happen, that's a lot harder to deal with than your friend who you just like, "Hey man, can I put you in the book?" And you're like, "Wow, that's awesome." And if it really doesn't look like you all that much, you're still like, "Well, he still made a good effort." You're still happy about it. But if you pay for something and it's not up to your snuff, then that's when problems occur.
The ones that I paid for, they said, "Hey, look at this," and I either said, "That looks great," or "That looks stupid. Change my nose, change my chin, change my eyebrow." They did. Okay, that looks better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't look like me. That doesn't
And
even
there's
look like
nothing
my
wrong
brother.
with like I'm not saying like somebody having critiques about the art is a bad thing either. It's just an unnecessary stress added on to the creation of the
Right.
comic.
To add
But,
it as a tier. You're right. I see what you're saying.
but I put a lot of people in my comic at least, but I just put like friends and family for the most part. Like I like to kill my friends a lot. I keep putting my friends in the book so I can rip them in half or
This is a good idea, Skinny. So if you ever have a drawn-in tier on your comics, just don't show the person who bought it until it's too late.
yeah.
As Krator said, it's just it's too late to fix. I can't do anything about it. That's how it is.
Hey, I never said you had to approve.
Right, exactly.
But
Never
I'm,
said.
I'm not gonna.
Nobody ever told me that I have to approve of what my face looks like.
I'm not gonna do crowd funds anymore, though. So,
but just in case you do,
I don't see that happening. I can't be trusted to fulfill all these books and to have all the responsibility of being like the writer, the art director, the letterer, and the production house, and like the fucking shipping department. Like that's a lot of fucking shit.
Right. So, are you trying to? Right. So, when you're
I'm
doing
gonna start releasing my
are you
stuff
trying
on.
to comment on the larger society, or are you just trying to tell a really cool story? Like, are you commenting on something, or are you just telling a story?
I'm just telling stories, bro.
You don't really care about.
These shades are blue.
So you don't like really care about commenting on like what's going on. You just want to like make up a story, right?
I could not hear any of that.
She said, so you really don't care what's like going on. You just want to make up a good story and tell people a good story.
Yeah.
And not necessarily comment on the state of things.
Well, I have some books in mind that do that. Just not this one. This one's more for mindless entertainment. I don't want any politics in it or anything like that. There's no like deeper meaning or the best way to describe it is like Otis is kind of like Seinfeld. Like how Seinfeld was like a show about nothing. This is kind of it's a comic kind of about nothing in a way.
Characters who are interesting.
It's more of I put this character in this situation and let's just watch how things pan out. Because Otis isn't trying to save the world. He doesn't have any real goals. He's basically just been born again.
Right. He was
a giant man child.
Making a still, and he got blown up.
And
his wife sewed him back together with dark magic. And now he's loose on the world.
Yeah. But there's no huge there's nothing in there. Like it is as shallow as a kiddie pool. What you see is what you get. And that because I don't like how a lot of media these days they focus so much on having it say something about what's going on in current events. Like we read books and stuff to like get away from that.
Yeah, but we're also a part of this whole thing, so it's like it takes all of us. So if we're just, all of us are like, well, it's not my problem. Well, that's the problem, Kind of sucks.
But I do other things to help red pill the public. One of the books that I'm kind of working on right now is Major America, and it's pretty much like if you could cross like Dale Gribble with the Incredible Hulk.
Who in the Incredible
Dale
Hulk?
Gribble, from King of the Hill, conspiracy
theory.
And he's basically going to be fighting the deep state.
He's going to be fighting who? Sorry.
The deep state.
Oh, the deep state. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
So that'll be more like my political commentary. But even so, I probably won't even touch like current events. I probably want to keep it as broad as possible, so that way it's more
Why?
timeless. It doesn't age out.
Why would you want to keep it broad as possible?
And not topical.
If you had the opportunity, I'm just wondering, why wouldn't you take it?
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you that well.
If you had the opportunity, like, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I what?
Like, just go deeper with it.
Oh, with Otis?
Right.
Well, that's just not the point. Otis is just something like it's like Saturday morning cartoons. It's like asking why there aren't political narratives in that.
I got you.
It's supposed to be mindless, just brain garbage. It's
right.
like 80 slasher movies and stuff like that. It's supposed to be mindless. There's not supposed to be anything more to it. Because like even with my own ideas, as much as I want to express those in the artwork, I do have a fatigue of seeing everybody else's ideas, and I can't imagine how detrimental it would be to like take at least what I would consider my best work and inject that into it. I'd rather take the side option and do like another series where I can take more chances with it without any more repercussions. I could still fall back on this other book if it doesn't catch on, or
you can still be sort of cutting edge, edgy humor.
I can have my cake and eat
it over
too.
The top without commenting on society or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But still be edgy and funny.
Yes. Like there's no societal commentaries in current Otis, but I do have some side stuff that is a little more
I don't know what this means, Tank.
Triggering.
I still want Skinny to cameo as an informant broker. His line would be turd.
Turd?
I don't know
That's
what that means.
A cool word. I like
I
turd.
don't know what that means.
Turd's one of my favorite words. Second only to shenanigans.
Turd. So, all right. You burned Cyberfrog Blood Honey and Iron Sights 1 in your fireplace, and then vacuumed them up, and then put the ashes in your toilet and pissed on them. And then
yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't Cyberfrog. I never got
it. Was Cyberfrog Blood Honey and
no, it was Iron Sights and it was Jawbreakers.
Oh, was it Jawbreakers?
Yeah, I never got Cyberfrog. I never bought Cyberfrog. People kept telling me, they're like, you bought Cyberfrog. I'm like, when? I never said I bought Cyberfrog.
It was right. So it was Jawbreaker. Was it Richard C. Meyer 2 or
yeah,
Richard
it was yeah, I regret doing that now, but honestly, that was in response to how
Doug shot Cyberfrog with his 45.
Well, no, it was about how Will Callaghan was being treated, and he's a veteran. And he kind of got shafted, and a lot of people, I think Doug TenNapel was the only one who was like airing like the voice of reason and stuff like that at that time.
What was his book?
Shit, Will Callaghan has had a few books. I think, was it like Ghoul Patrol or something like that? He's done some stuff. He's still doing stuff right now. But no, they ended up causing like a lot of folks to like dogpile on him and shit like that. And I wanted to. I don't know. I wasn't happy about that.
Burned Jawbreakers.
Yeah.
And pissed on the ashes.
I was like, this is what I think about your ship. This is how you treat our veterans. But that was the mentality. I wasn't. I don't know. Now that I look back, a lot of that stuff was pretty gay.
Funny, bro. It was hysterical.
It was funny, but I'm not exactly proud of it.
This is funny.
there's other things that I'm more proud of.
Yeah.
But that did
Like your
really
bunnies.
upset me how like everybody could just quickly just write off this struggling vet who's just trying to pay his hospital
you
bills.
have
Because I know
cows?
Will personally, so that added to it for me. Like,
Do you have cows?
huh?
You have bunnies and cats and dogs. Do you have cows?
No, I wish. I'm in an apartment though. I
Oh,
want to get more land so I can have more animals because I like animals. I don't like people. People
you still
suck.
have your bunnies?
Yeah. Well, I'm down to 2.
Right.
Frank and Appa passed away over the past
Oh,
year. Appa was just old. Frank, I'm not sure what happened to him.
oh.
He just got sick. He just kind of just died out of nowhere. So I'm not sure. Could have been like a bacteria or something outside. But no, their kids are. I still have their kids. I have Lapa and Francis.
Lafa
And then
and
I've got
France.
3 cats, and then I have my husky dog, which is outside right now. And they all live in harmony too. Like I have this weird kind of stoner
They like each other.
animal hippie commune thing going on where the cats and the dogs lay with each other
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
and I gotta say, like I got the best deterrent for ill cat behavior too, because I got this fully automatic
Is it a water gun?
water gun.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I bet she clenched when she heard that sound.
I didn't shoot a cat that time, but
She heard it. And she, what was
one
that?
of the funnest parts about having cats is the ability to shoot them with a water gun when they're misbehaving.
Yeah.
But it works.
All right. I'm out of beer. Skinny, it's 4:00 in the morning. Skinny, I thank you for coming on. I enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. It's really fun.
I always enjoy your company, bro. All right, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
All right, Praetor 7, Tank Ferret. Thank you for hanging out in the chat. Okay, bye.
I drink lots of water to avoid a hangover.
I'm off tomorrow. So, all right.
Yeah, but you still don't want a hangover.
Well, that's true. Pedialyte. It has electrolytes. Maybe I'll drink some of that.
It's what plants crave, bro.
Yeah. Do you have a cure for hangovers? You made one of, huh?
It's water.
Some water. All right. Okay, bye.